Welcome back to us talking random shit about weird shows.
Yeah, the norm at this point.
You know, don't sound enthusiastic about it all. That's not like it matters anymore. Anyway, today we are talking about a Black Lagoon.
The creatures from the Black Lagoon,
Not quite.
like the kids' books.
No, it's something. It's like pirates
Oh, then
and
I was reading the wrong thing.
fuck. Take two. Anyway, so before we get into it, yay or nay,
mm,
Yahweh or no way?
um, that's honestly, I, that's a very difficult question because I was like, I think you accomplished what you were setting out to do. I'm very in between on this show. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't up there for me.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
well,
it's good. It okay, okay. I would recommend it if you're into kind of more like actiony animes.
see, the thing is the action isn't necessarily that great in the first season.
Well, I mean, it plays a big part of it.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
just like the gunfights and stuff and
because like I was talking with one of my friends about this show because I brought it up that we were going to go over it, and like we both have the same exact kind of like we like it, but we don't know why. Like we can't put our finger on why the show we think like it's not a bad show. I'd like to say it's a good show.
yeah, I mean, it's not bad,
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's good. To me, it's good, but it's not great.
yeah. But like we both like the show. It's a good show. Um, but we can't put our finger on exactly why we like it.
I think the parts that Sorry. I think the parts that stuck out to me the most were just like the actual interactions between the characters.
That is actually very well done. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it's the fact that like the main character Rock, just who he is in the beginning and like just trying to basically get like brought into the world of being a pirate essentially.
Okay, you have to admit that first episode is fucked up.
It's definitely different from a lot of animes I've seen,
I
just like introducing main characters and stuff like that.
you know what's really I think what I like the most about it is that it's an upbeat action film, like an action show, right?
Yeah,
Cuz like it's like there's a lot of action that's just super dark, super, like gritty, downer. This one actually has like quite a bit lighter of a tone to it. Like there's some funny stuff that happens in this show.
uh, especially just the random things that Dutch will say
Well, like,
and do.
oh my
It
goodness, you didn't.
just like just with him being like he's like I'm the employer. Which means I'm in charge of human resources. It's like wait, what?
Yeah, that makes sense. No, like, I like Ada. Ada's hilarious. Ada is
Oh, the nun.
the nun. Oh my god, second season is hilarious. Cause like Balalaika, Ada, they're all like tripping over each other. It's hilarious. But like it's still action packed. Like like there's a huge bar fight, there's explosions, there's gunfire everywhere, and they take the time to for the bartender to look over at Revy and be like, I blame you. Like,
when they're just trying to get out.
yeah, when they're just trying to get out, nothing to do with them at all, just like, this is all your fault, isn't it? I don't know what's going on.
And then as soon as she shouts, I had nothing to do with this, they stop the fighting.
Yeah, they're just all like, wait a second, we know who that is.
She's like, really? That is the worst time for you guys to cease fire.
But I think that's like a lot of its charm too, is just like it's an action show that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
It knows it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I didn't like the episode where they have to deliver the documents and Rock gets captured.
Okay.
Like
oh,
it was it was like it was one of those things where like when the suitcase got open, like he's just like the documents aren't in there. I'm just like Revy probably has them.
Of course Revy has them. She's not gonna trust Rock with shit.
But it was also the fact where it's just like earlier in the series, she straight out said, she's like, if you get captured, you're basically gonna have to cut off your nose in order to beg for us to rescue you, and she just does it.
Yeah. Well, that's something that's interesting too, because like Revy, strong, independent female character, right?
Yes.
Rock, spineless, grows a spine during the entire show.
Finds his scruples.
Yeah, basically. Like everyone else is pretty much hardened, and then there's Rock, who's the main character.
He's kind of a conscience in a sense.
Yeah, and
he's basically their little bit of actual morality.
I don't know. I like it just because it does have like, yeah, there's all this chaos going on. Yes, there's all these like weird interactions between different people and all this stuff, but like you're still grounded because Rock's a really good character who's not like completely out of his mind. Like
he hasn't been broken yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a large reason for why the show just is very good.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that Rock is very intelligent.
That is true.
Like he was like a kind of a little up there in a pretty big business, and like he is able to think rationally under stress.
And he gets dicked. Like that was some bullshit when
Yeah, gets fucking captured by like in the first couple episodes, and then gets told by his actually gets in touch with his boss. It's just like, yeah, upper management is basically going to destroy that boat with you on it. We're pronouncing you dead, and we're going to be holding a funeral for you here. Do whatever you want.
You're dead, whatever.
They basically just deleted him from existence.
God, that's so messed up, but
that's
yeah. No, that's like
if you're powerful enough.
Well, that's what's funny. Like that's kind of the world that is created. Like that's what's cool. Like I like how the idea of the world being a super messed up place is established from the beginning, and you have this character who's like just trying to get by, do his job, like provide, and like, oh nope, what you're all just saying I'm dead and I'm just screwed and like all this, well, I guess
fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck everything. We're gonna time to kill some other. Not really, but
yeah, he doesn't. It's nice that he actually doesn't kill anybody. Him and Benny, they actually pointed it out like in the Nazi episodes where Dutch and Revy go on like basically raid an entire boat filled with Nazis, just killing everybody.
Yep, and Rock's just all like
Rock and Benny are back on their boat, and they're just like, and Rock's just like, basically like, I hope they're all right. They're like, oh yeah, and I think Rock mentioned like, oh we should have. I wonder if we should have gone and helped them. Benny looked at him. He's like, you and me, we can't shoot people.
Yeah.
That's why we hold down the fort.
I like Benny too. Like Benny's another like he's I think he's underrepresented, but he's there enough for you to think that like Rock isn't
He's a
like
he's
Rock's not
not the
alone.
yeah, like Benny is just he's a goofy character.
He really is. Dude, I have to say I'm sad you didn't get to season 2 because one of my favorite plot lines happens at the beginning of season 2 is like the first 2 or 3 episodes with Hansel and Gretel. Oh my god.
Hmm.
The twins are psychotic. But it shows a lot to like how Rock has changed from the start to where he is like or how he's maintained his sanity throughout everything. It's really interesting, actually.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. No, like it was good for what it was. Like I said, it just wasn't a favorite of mine. Like I wouldn't put it up there with my favorites.
yeah, no, I will say it's not one of my favorites. I liked the show enough to watch it a second time.
I th I think one of the best parts about it is like with these kinds of shows, they could have done where the entire show was literally just with each job it led them closer to taking down like that big company or something unknowingly that basically screwed over Rock. They could have done that, but they didn't. Every single like plot is only 1 or 2 episodes long.
Yeah. I actually don't mind that too much because there
That
is like there's really good progression in that.
that's what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
I liked that is they didn't just kind of cop out and make it just all connected. It's just yeah, we're pirates. Like we take on different jobs every day.
Yeah. And it becomes like so I know I always say like the growth in between episodes, right? Like the beginning of the show to the end of the shows, whatever changed, or like, how the arc of the entire show is. And like that arc is Rock. Like as a person, he's changed throughout the entire thing, with the little arcs being kind of these snippets of like what changed, like the biggest influences, like the biggest jobs that he's taken on with Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
And I think that was a good choice.
Yeah, like it they went about it in a very good way.
So, question time. I think that's where we're at, right?
I may have an answer.
Do you have a favorite episode or character, or like is there like a highlight or a low light? We'll put highlight or low light in the entire thing.
I think one of the episodes that I liked more was the one where they were going around like doing the errands. It was Rock and Revy because it was very good like character development between the two of them.
Oh, most definitely. Where Rock finally just
He grows a pair and stands up for himself
yeah.
because Revy's being a giant bitch.
Yeah, well, that's kind of Revy.
Well, I mean
Revy's
like
being
more
Revy and
more
Rock's all like, shut up.
well, she's being more so than normal.
Yeah.
Like she was being like unreasonably.
What was the bug up her ass at that point? That was
I I think it dealt with like the Nazis and stuff like that. I think it was because like
oh, that's because he pulled her back from trying to take on the boat herself. Right?
that's right.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, because what ended up happening was Revy and Dutch, they regrouped and they took on the boat with just the two of them. And when it was Rock and Revy, Rock pulled Revy back because
They
they
had they were shooting at them with a minigun and
yeah, they were kind
like
of screwed.
everywhere.
They were kind of
Yeah.
screwed, but Revy
And
was still
she
Revy,
was she was too angry to rationalize it.
so she kind of held that grudge. That's what happened. All right, we're good.
Close, and I think it also dealt with like their conversation or something on the boat just kind of pissed her off. Or
Yeah.
like in the sub.
Oh yeah, because talking
The
about
Revy's past.
people's pasts, and I don't know, like some of the the background of Revy I think was pretty well done. Like
Yeah,
it,
and yeah, I mean in the first season it touched on it a little bit, but not a lot.
yeah. I'll tell you that season 2 is it more goes in depth per character.
Oh, that's good. You kind of just learn backstories of every character.
Yeah, well, not necessarily learn backstories, but like Hansel and Gretel comes through, so you learn kind of what Bella Lyka's like and what she's been through, and then Rosaria comes along, and then you get kind of a some tension in between her and Revy, and it's there's a lot that goes on, but it kind of establishes people more, which
Yeah.
I think that could have been done better in season 1, but there's so much good going on in season 1 that it really like there wouldn't have been time.
Yeah, if I had to choose a favorite character, it'd definitely be Revy.
Yeah. I will
Just just because like she's got that humor. Like just her little quips and stuff like that.
I'm not going to lie. Hansel and Gretel is the best.
Like it's one of those things where like during the entire series like I was just thinking I'm like are they gonna do the stupid like the normal cliche where it's like oh eventually Rock and Revy hook up
Aren't
like
you
I was
aren't you glad that they just like nope, they're just like they're their own.
their crewmates.
Yeah. Like they obviously have to have a relationship because of their crewmates, but like it's nothing like that.
It doesn't involve boning or anything.
Yeah, it's
Like
not a
he goes to wake her up and she's pretty much like in her underwear and
just
he
fucking
doesn't he's like come on wake up.
oh yeah, she just fucking trashed.
Yeah, he's like come on wake up. Just like leans over her without like a second thought to open up the blinds.
Yep. And it has nothing to do with them being any sort of close. Just come on, you gotta get up. I'm tired of this shit.
We got company, we got a job. It's like, what kind? It's like, it's an important one. Now get up.
Yep. That's I what's really funny is how much like a kid Revy is, but how completely like cynical at the same time.
It's basically their relationship is kind of like a brother and sister,
I could see that. I could see that. I don't
and
have a
like
sister, so I don't know. I just have brothers.
it like just from seeing, I mean, you've seen a lot of shows that have brothers and sisters in it.
Yeah, but usually they're not very well done.
Very true, but and Dutch is like kind of like the father of them.
Yeah.
Because like whenever they start going out of line or something, Dutch is right there to be like, calm the fuck down.
I like how he's like they're just Revy's just pissed off. Well, Rock, you're taking Revy. Shut up. You're doing it.
Oh yeah, for the errands and stuff.
Oh
It's just
yeah.
like
Just well, it's like
he's
every time she ends up
like,
getting
oh yeah,
pissed off. Well,
it's
now
like
you're stuck with Rock.
take Revy with you. I don't think she'll want to come. Take her with you. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I've got stuff to do on the boat. Benny's helping me. Damn it.
Yep. So
He's like forcing them to
somebody
become closer.
somebody got punked. Well, it's just the thing. Like, it's such a small crew. Like, they all need to depend on each other.
Yeah, which I mean, in the like when it boils down to it, they do, which is nice.
Yeah. It's a little dicey at the start, but like it gets better like as time goes on.
I like how much they bring up the fact that Dutch is black.
Oh yeah.
They bring it up so much. Like they just call him like black man and stuff like that so much. I'm just like, well then. And he
Oh
just doesn't even think about it. He's just like, yep, I've heard that before. It's like, geez.
yeah, that's
Which I mean, they're the whole group. It doesn't look like they don't look like it, but there's a lot of diversity between all the characters, like ethnic wise.
there is, and
Because you got to figure Dutch, obviously he's black, or whatever the politically correct term is, quote unquote, as if I really give a shit. Um, you've got Benny, who's an American because he's from Florida. You have Revi, who's Chinese. Rock is Japanese. Balalaika is Russian. That
I can't remember what Ida was.
I'm not sure.
I don't think it ever comes up actually.
That Shenhua or whatever, that one like she's Taiwanese, that one like knife wielding chick from the rescue
Oh,
episodes.
oh yeah. She actually comes.
Um,
She comes back.
well, and then the her friend, he was Irish. Then the Rosaria or whatever.
And she
Um,
was
she was, I think, Cuban.
not
She was
Cuban.
Spanish.
She's not Cuban, but she was South. It was some place in South America. I remember.
Well, that's where she was employed, but like they said that she was from like I think she was trained in Cuba or something like that for like anti-military or something,
Dude,
or like anti-revolution.
did you laugh as much as I did when Rosaria and Revi were just punching each other in the face?
I was laughing when they were placing bets on it.
Oh yeah, they're placing bets in the background. They're just smacking the shit out of each other. I'm like, oh my god.
And then Rock's standing there like, shouldn't we stop them?
You can go right
Why?
ahead, Rock. Go and stop them. Like,
They both all of them just look at him like, why?
yeah, what do we have to gain from stopping them? Like,
I love when Revi and Dutch are on the ship and they make the bet with their like you have no idea what they're talking about. It's like, hey, do you want to make the usual wager? It's not really that much of a wager. She tosses a gun to the Nazi commander dude who's
oh
like
yeah.
pissing his pants, and she's just like, I bet two on black. He's like, I bet three on black. Like I said, it's not really that much of a bet. And like he grabs the gun and like was gonna kill himself, but he panics and like he points towards Dutch.
Click.
Yeah, and and Dutch just like, see, I told you it's not that much of a bet. I'm
Yeah.
just like I'm like, what are they betting on? It's like, oh, who he's going to point the gun at.
Yep. What's really funny is I remember watching it the first time and knowing exactly what they were talking about, and I'm all like, "That's fucked up, guys."
They they even point out how fucked up it
Oh
is.
yeah, like I think that's part of the. I think it's part of the charm with it too. Is just, uh, we know this is fucked up, and we don't care because this is how things work. Like,
Because it's the way the world pretty much is. To be fair, though, he was a Nazi,
yeah. Well, that's the
so
reason
it was
why it
kind
was.
of a
That's why it was.
given
That's why it was funny. That's why it was a given that
he was gonna
he's gonna
aim
point at
toward
it. Yeah.
Dutch.
That's why it wasn't that's why it wasn't much of a bet.
Even though Revi is a lot more dangerous.
I don't know. Dutch pulls his weight during that.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't, but I mean, it's just like I
Revy was off the fucking handle.
like she just let loose.
Oh yeah.
She's just casually walking by every door. As she's walking by, she kills everybody in every room.
Well, that was her whole. That was why she was like. That's why she was mad at Rock, which is why she was.
Yeah, which is why she let go. Is so that way she could just relieve some anger.
Can I say that that little exchange in between Dutch and Revy in the middle of that thing
Yeah.
was like the defining moment of, I like to say, their particular arc together. I shouldn't say it's their arc together because obviously their arc happens way before everything
It
happens,
is
but like
it establishes the kind of relationship they have,
yeah.
which it's like Revy and Dutch trust each other. Like
Yeah.
they do, and Dutch doesn't want Revy to lose it.
It's, I don't know, I liked it.
And like Dutch is kind of there to keep Revy under check.
Actually, what's really funny, and I know you don't get to this until like season 2, but Ida like is an enabler with Revy, and they do shit, and it's fucking hilarious. like
I just
like she does, like she like pokes buttons on, it's like she pokes Revy's buttons. It's just how like we're gonna do things.
I liked I liked when they were driving away and Revy and Shenhua have a rock paper scissors thing as they're all getting fired at.
Yeah.
Rock's freaking out and they're just having rock paper scissors. Revy's just like, "Damn it, I get leftovers."
Well, they
And
want to. They're all like,
Shenhua just goes up on the through the little hatch on their vehicle and just swings her blade and just kills everybody. Revy just pops her head up. She's like, "Hey, you weren't supposed to kill all of them. I wanted some." It's like, God damn.
yeah, there's some psychos. Revy's a little psycho,
Yeah,
but anyway, we
a
should probably.
psycho in a psycho in a tank top and booty shorts.
Uh, are you complaining?
No.
All right, that's what I fucking thought. So that's gonna be it for this time, I believe. I think we've rambled on enough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Oh, by the way, I never asked you who is your favorite character.
oh, I loved Hansel and Gretel, but you don't know who they are
I'll probably watch the second season on my own time,
because like Hansel and Gretel is like at the beginning of season 2. It's like 2 episodes.
like most of the little arcs.
Yeah, most of the little arcs, but they're fucked. Like fucked.
Yeah, I was wondering because like on the page that I'm looking at for the character names, it shows them, but it doesn't show Benny as like it doesn't give him a picture. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
like, but I'm like, and then I looked, I'm like, oh, they must be season 2.
Yeah, they're season 2, but they're right at the beginning of season 2, and I swear it is like just mindfuck central. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at it.
But yeah, that is my favorite arc of the entire, like, I started
I
watching. I'm like, I'll keep watching. Get to season 2. All right, I like the first season. Let's get to season 2. Hansel and Gretel. Oh my god, this is amazing.
I liked the intro song of season 1 though. I actually really liked it.
I thought
It
you
was
would.
it's very like I don't know. I want to say like darker. It almost reminds me of Mirai Nikki's intro,
Yeah.
which is it sets the tone for the show.
It reminds me. Oh,
It it's kind of it's more of like a rocky type
yeah,
theme, which is nice.
yeah. That's pretty good.
Oh well, I think High School of the Dead also did like kind of more of a rockier theme.
Yeah, I think so.
I just love it though when intros are like when they sing it, it's in quote unquote English,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's a Japanese person speaking English, so it's not fluent.
yeah. It's like all chopped up and like that's not how you say that.
Though that's not words.
That's. I know it says words, but those aren't words. All right.
All right, yeah, we
So
we should wrap it up now though. I've said what I forgot.
I've said things I forgot, so things happen, and we should move on. So, that's a thumbs up from me. Probably.
I'd give it a thumbs up, I guess, as well.
How
Like
about one thumb
it's
up? One thumb up.
one thumb, yeah.
You know, because there's two
Because
thumbs is amazing. One thumb is good. Like, with the wiggly thumb. Is that gonna? We should totally have a system of like the most retarded shit. Like two thumbs up, one thumb up, wiggly thumb.
yellow wiggly thumb,
Yellow
green
wiggly
thumb
thumb.
up, yellow thumb up,
Yeah. Like, wait, what?
red middle finger.
I give it one black man of a 4-man crew.
So it's the token show.
Yes. It's the best.
That reminds me of a scoring system like this somebody I watch on YouTube does. Just like the stupidest scoring system ever.
The score.
The
Okay.
most
Okay.
stupid.
All right. All right. We're gonna score this one a nun with a handgun
Why?
because why not?
I like the one. I like the
You like the one black man and a 4-man crew
out of 10
out of 10? Wait. Just throw it. Just
because
everything out of 10.
well yeah.
Okay.
Well, you gotta figure. I mean, it's the one black person because it's like a token show. It's it's unique in its own sense out of like the vast majority, and like it's got its own uniqueness, which is its own charm.
Yeah. I mean, it is a popular show, so there's
See,
there's a reason why it's popular, right?
yeah, I can see why it's good.
All right.
It was kind of like how Steins Gate was for me. Like I can understand why it's good. It's just it's not up there for me.
Yeah. But I've been kind of poking you to go and dang Facebook, our Facebook pokes don't do anything. Um
That would be interesting if they did, because
That'd
I
be-
don't got one.
That'd be very interesting, actually. I'd be kind of scared. So,
Yeah, considering I don't have a Facebook.
it is your pick.
Okay, I don't know how you're gonna react to this one. I don't know if you've seen it or anything like that. You're gonna be watching. It has to be the English dub, which I don't say this a lot for animes. It's the English dub of Bobobo Bobo Bobobo.
Oh, that sounds retarded.
I'm only gonna ask you to watch like as much as you can get through because they've released quite a few episodes.
Okay.
Me personally, I've only seen like I start watching it and then I have to put it down after a couple episodes. And then I always just like go and watch something else and forget about it.
Okay. That's not putting much confidence in me. I'm just going to say that much.
Yeah,
Is this-
I'm giving you as fair of warning.
Is this revenge?
I don't know because I don't know how you're gonna respond to it.
Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Like I so yeah, just look forward to that.
All right, will do. Thanks
I
for
don't want to get too much into it.
Thanks for watching, I guess.
Bye.